My relatives depended on my father to fund their lifestyle. So when he died and left everything to me in his will, I cut off all financial support. In response, they were outraged and sued me, claiming it was their right. I'm 23, and my dad just died 3 months ago in a car accident. He left me everything, his house, his savings, all of it. I was his only kid. My mom died when I was 4, so it was always just us two. My dad was the best father anyone could ask for. He worked insane hours to provide for me, but never complained. He'd come home exhausted and still help me with homework or take me to the park. That's just who he was. But here's the thing. My dad had been sending money to our relatives every month for years. My mom's parents got $300 monthly. His sister got $150. His brother got $100. Cousins got $50 each. Total of $600 a month going to people who never helped us when we were struggling. When I was 12, my dad took on a third job just to keep up with their demands. Night shifts at a warehouse. I'd wake up at 3 a.m. and he still wouldn't be home. I felt so guilty, but he never made me feel like a burden. I asked him once why he kept sending them money. He just smiled sadly and said, "They're family. Your mom would have wanted me to take care of her parents. My dad was too good for his own good." These relatives knew we were struggling, but kept asking. New car, vacations, home repairs. Meanwhile, my dad drove a 15-year-old Honda with a cracked windshield. When he died, I fell into deep depression. Living alone in a college dorm with no one to go home to destroyed me. The funeral was small. His work friends came. My aunts and uncles showed up, but not my cousins. Too busy, apparently. When the lawyer read the will, Dad left everything to me. His siblings got some photos and heirlooms, but no money. I could see their disappointment. A week later, I found the automatic bank transfers were still active. $600 monthly still going out. I canceled every single one that day. It was my money now, and I had zero obligation to continue this. First month passed quietly, but when the second month hit and they didn't get paid, my phone exploded. My aunt called. "There's been a mistake with the transfers." I told her no mistake. I canceled them. She started yelling. "Your father promised us. We depend on it. You can't just stop." Uncle, cousins, grandparents, all called with the same script. One called me a greedy punk. I told them all, "It's my money, my choice." Then I blocked everyone. 2 weeks later, my cousin Mitchell knocked on my dorm door. The same Mitchell who didn't come to the funeral. He acted concerned at first, asking how I was doing. 20 minutes of fake sympathy later, about the money transfers. "We really need you to turn them back on." I stared at him. "You didn't even come to Dad's funeral." He made excuses. "I was out of town." "You live 30 minutes away, Mitchell." He dropped the act and got aggressive. "That's your dad's money, which means you're obligated to honor his commitments. We'll take you to court." I lost it. Years of watching my dad kill himself for these leeches came flooding out. I told him to get out. He refused. I threatened to call security and get a restraining order. As he left, "You'll be hearing from our lawyer." 2 weeks later, I got served. Mitchell, his sister, and 2 aunts were suing me for breach of familial obligation, demanding I continue payments plus back pay. I was furious, but also terrified. I'm a broke student. How could I afford a lawyer? I found one who'd take my case. Ms. Chen listened and actually laughed. "Easiest case I've had all year. We can countersue for harassment." I spent 2 weeks gathering evidence, bank statements, texts, emails showing years of them bleeding my dad dry. Court day came. They looked way too confident. Their lawyer claimed Dad verbally promised indefinite support, and I was bound to honor it. Ms. Chen destroyed them. No written contract, no legal obligation, just guilt from a man who could barely afford it. She showed Dad's statements proving he worked multiple jobs while they lived comfortably. The judge didn't hesitate, dismissed their case immediately, and said they should be ashamed for exploiting a grieving son. Then Ms. Chen countersued right there. Harassment, emotional distress, frivolous litigation. Judge awarded me $8,000 in fees and damages. They walked out in complete silence. Haven't heard from them since.